Today I want to talk to you about your sobriety journey and how to handle some of the firsts. And some of the firsts in this video we're going to be talking about are how to handle social situations, events, gatherings, weddings, birthdays, funerals, family events, all of the things. How do you do that when you're brand new to sobriety and you're used to drinking or people are used to seeing you drinking? So my name is Angela Donnell. I am a Jay Shetty certified life coach and I'm also a sobriety coach. I found my sobriety back in 2023 and my goal on this channel is to help you with your sobriety so that it goes a little bit easier than mine did. If I can help to bring you some tips to get you there faster and with more ease, that is the goal, that is my mission. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about how I navigated through some of my first social situations. And I'm going to let you know right now that for me, the first 3 months, I didn't do a lot of them at all. I actually really enjoyed the first 3 months of my sobriety at home. I felt amazing, actually. Every day I would journal about how great I was feeling and just felt so alive. But I was very afraid of what was going on outside of my doors. I was afraid to partake in social settings. I was not ready to go into any kind of an event where people were going to be drinking because I felt like, oh gosh, I feel really good right now, but what's going to happen to me when I get in there? Is all of this going to go away? Am I gonna feel like I wanna drink all of a sudden and then just be angry or annoyed or feeling left out all night, kind of going into my victim mode? I didn't want that to happen, so I pretty much steer cleared, and it worked in my advantage because there were things that were happening around me, but I didn't have to attend. And I'm not somebody who suffers from a great deal of FOMO, thank God. I don't really feel the need to be everywhere all the time, so it worked well for me. But that would be my first bit of advice for you, is to do whatever feels comfortable for you. So if you can't be somewhere, I absolutely don't think you should go. Those things are all going to come up again later, right? If it's somebody's wedding, you know, that's a different story. Like, if you need to be at John's wedding, I think you should go to John's wedding. But if it's something that comes around every year and people aren't going to be mad if you skip out one year because you're trying to find your footing in sobriety, then I would make my voice clear and heard on that in the most respectful way. Because there's nothing more important than you and your sobriety right now. And you know yourself best, so you know whether or not that situation is going to be too triggering to the point where you might give up on your goals, right? So if you are gonna go, or you have to go, then something that really is helpful is just sort of imagining the event in your eyes and with your eyes closed. So play along, close your eyes, and think about this event. Who is going to be there? What are you going to wear? What are you doing? Where are you sitting? Who are you sitting with? What are you eating? What are you drinking? Like, if you can already have lived this through in your imagination, then you've already been there before. So when you get to the event, it's like you've already done this. Sure, it's not exactly gonna play out how it did in your imagination, but you're just practicing, right? So, you know, you could go up to, if there's a bar there, you can ask for like a mocktail of any kind. If non-alcoholic beer is an option for you and you're not gonna be triggered, most likely you can get something like that. I always fall back on a club soda and lime. It looks like an alcoholic drink. And nobody will bug you if you've got a drink in your hand. So if you're worried about people talking to you and being like, oh, why aren't you drinking? Just carry something. It'll be your little armor. But like, being in the environment in your mind beforehand really can help create some ease. And if it helps you as well to even let one person know that you're not drinking and to see if they can kind of buddy up with you, not necessarily that they won't drink, but that they'll support you through that. They'll know that you're doing this. That might help you too. And then the third thing that I would say is know when it's time to go. That easy. When you start to feel uneasy, when you start to feel uncomfortable, if any kind of anxiety is coming up and you know that you're better off to leave, just say your goodbyes and go. You're gonna be doing these things later on down the road, and I promise you, after you get through the initial 3 to 6 months, you're gonna be able to go out and have fun in social settings where people are drinking, and it's not gonna bug you. but you have to do the work, and this is part of the work. So it's understanding yourself, having a plan, and kind of pre-imagining the event so that you've been there before. Practice will get you to the spot of, I don't know, perfection. We're not looking for perfection though. We're just looking for you to feel comfortable. So those are my tips. If you found them helpful, subscribe to my channel. I would love to help you on your sober journey.